Hello and welcome back to another episode of our TPS Save. Are you ready to finally see some Champions League football in Finland? I'll provide you updates of what happened whilst we've been away, and then the wait will finally be over and we'll get into the European football. So, now celebrations for the Suomen Cup are over, it's time to talk about the league a little bit. We had an absolutely great start to the season, unbeaten of 4 games, first game being a very dominant 5-0 win against local rivals into Turku. We slipped up against VPS, but we're heavily rotated in order to throw everything we had at the cup this year. A couple of good wins followed, however we started to hit a rough patch in June for the first time in 2 or so years, picking up 10 points from possible 18, allowing HJK a window to kick on above us. More concerning matters was the fact that we were struggling to score. Thankfully our defence were able to do their bit and preserve points. Beating HJK was very important to ensure that we had every possible chance of going top of the group and having any form of points cushion when heading into the championship group. This is how the table looks 18 games into the season. Of course we already have an entry into European football next season by winning the domestic cup, so all to play for is HJK is just above us on goal difference. One thing I noticed is that we were struggling a little bit with injuries and it put us in a tough place with matchday rules, in which we needed 9 players trained in Finland within the 18-man squad. Thankfully, the regular season was over and we was able to poach some interesting players on free transfers. First up, with Koppinen leaving for Bournemouth, we needed a new keeper, either as a backup for Kuritu or to be our number 1. Lucas Bergstrom's contract at Chelsea came to an end, and I've noticed that he used to play for us also before moving to England, which was a huge bonus for the matchday rules. Next up was Rodrigo Fernandez, who looks to be a good player for us. 23 years old with solid attributes, and a good chance of being a mainstay in our squad for years to come. Our defence was becoming a troubled area with shortages, which is where Samuel Freud comes in, serving as cover for left back, especially as we have European football, meaning more congested schedule. Hoxha will start getting more fatigued as time goes on. Budiang also comes in as cover for the future. This season we've been playing Oyala, who's a right back from the academy. But with Budiang, we've loaned him out to see how he performs and whether he could force his way into the team. Worst case, he's signed, he'd load out for a few seasons and he can be sold on, making us a little bit of money. We started lacking depth up front also, meaning we needed some cover. Belabi is a fine old player who was loaned to us and is decent in comparison to this league's quality. Also, for €300 a week is quite cheap. If he gets firing, he'll be a great player for us, particularly in Europe. Last signing is a potential successor for Stojkovic. If he was to leave, which we've kind of been expecting for the past few months as he's always wanted during the regular European transfer windows, Limata is 20 years old and can use both feet. He should be good enough to make an impact early on, but he looks to be a solid player for us going forward. This is the first player in the SAPE which we actually spent money on. He was transfer listed as he was in the division below us, and for a few seasons he's been wanting to move up the leagues. So the pay structure for this deal was 30k up front, followed by 50k for a couple of years. And surprisingly, we had a clause in there for win the Champions League, which was within the next 2 years, which is absolutely insane because that would never happen. Aji Boy is on his way out after returning from a 5-month injury. We had plans to have wingers in our tactics for the first season, but now we no longer have that sort of plan. So he was pretty much surplus to requirements anyway. We managed to get 225k, which covers the Litama signing. On a final note, we received the emails with club and league ranking change. Our league moved up 6 places to 42nd, which is a great improvement, while us as a club only moved up 23 places, despite winning the league and getting into Europe. Perhaps next season it could skyrocket. Okay, let's... There is some, very low-rated teams here, so hopefully we can at least... You know what, first round, we have to go through the first round. Please, please, please give us someone good. You know what? I think we can do Linfield. I really do. I think we can do them. Did they win the league last season? Oh, they did win the league last season, but that was the first league win for 10 years. Oh no, that was third placed. No, they dominated the league, so it could be a good game. No, you... Hopefully we can be allowed to have that. We can, which is great. Here we go. This is the start of our European journey. Gosh! Oh no, offside! Oh man. Oh, that's a double yellow. I think we have to play down the wings, which is a bit, which we kind of do anyway. But I have to make sure that happens now. Take advantage of all the space. There we go. That one's not offside. That's for sure. That's what we brought Rowty in for. Saw that she played really well, Leah. There we go. This is it. We're going through. We're going to the second round, 100%. Oh no, it's a penalty. Oh man. How did he give that away? Is this the Will Grigg? Oh, I need to see. Oh. I think it is. Will Grigg's on fire going around the TPS stadium now. Oh, that's another red. Surely we can't lose now. Surely, like... Rowty up top. Yeah, we'll be fine. This will do. January takes so long to get through because I'm just thinking about everything that needs to be done. Get in, Rowty. But yeah, I respect that you've got, like, doing a realistic career, and I think at some point I should probably try it myself. Is he offside? Yeah, we're through. This is going to be great. So another youngster, Huhtala. To be fair, I think we're getting very close to youth intake day as well. That's good, Dan. Whereabouts is Banbury? I never remember where that place is. I say that, but I mean, I've heard of it, but I can't remember exactly where it is. Oh, this guy scored too. What a guy. One thing that we had with this club, in particular, when I've started, is like the culture. Fair play. What a goal. Is that had the kind of personalities that you want for your youth players, like to mentor. Oh, what a little cheeky ding, Hoxer, and with the assist. This has been a goal fest. Great for the neutrals. Proper, like, qualifying football. So how did you enjoy our European debut? It was an absolute goal fest. If you enjoyed, drop a like and make sure to subscribe down below in order to keep up with the next episode and for future FM23 content, which is just around the corner. As for me, I'm out.